Is civil marriage alone a sin? What does the Bible really say? Many Christians struggle with this question. If a couple gets married only at the courthouse, without a religious ceremony, does that mean God does not recognize their union? Is it the church's blessing that matters most, or the commitment between the spouses? The answer may surprise you. Marriage in the Bible, more than just an event. The Bible teaches us that marriage is not just a signed contract or an extravagant celebration. It is a sacred covenant between two people before God. In Genesis 2:24, it is written, "That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." Notice that God established marriage from the very beginning of creation, but he did not prescribe a fixed ceremony or ritual. In Jewish culture, weddings were often celebrated with feasts and gatherings, but what truly made a marriage valid was the commitment and the covenant made between the couple. Even in biblical times, marriage customs varied. In some cases, marriages were arranged, while in others they were sealed simply by an agreement between families. The essence of marriage, however, was always the same: a lifelong bond before God. So what about today? Does civil marriage hold spiritual value? Does civil marriage have spiritual significance? Nowadays, many couples choose to marry only through civil means, whether for financial reasons, legal convenience, or because they don't belong to a specific church. But does this make the marriage any less valid in God's eyes? The truth is, it's not the location or the type of ceremony that determines whether God blesses a marriage. It's how the couple lives out their commitment. After all, there are countless church weddings with lavish dresses, grand receptions, and heartfelt vows that still end in divorce. Meanwhile, there are couples who marry quietly in a civil ceremony and remain together for a lifetime, built on love, respect, and faithfulness. The Bible makes it clear in Hebrews 13:4, "Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral." This means that what truly matters to God is not the outward ceremony, but the way the couple honors their vows and keeps their union pure. But does a church wedding make a difference? While a church ceremony is not a biblical requirement for God to recognize a marriage, it can be a beautiful way to publicly declare your faith and invite God to be the foundation of your union. After all, if marriage is a divine gift, why not begin this journey in God's presence? A religious wedding can have a deep spiritual and emotional impact, not just for the couple, but also for their families and friends. It is an opportunity to seek divine guidance, receive prayers, and establish a faith-based home. A church ceremony does not guarantee a perfect marriage, but it can strengthen spiritual ties and remind the couple of the importance of keeping God at the center of their relationship. In Ecclesiastes 4:12, we read, "Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." This verse reminds us that a marriage with God as the third strand is much stronger than one relying solely on human strength. Real-life examples that inspire. We've seen many stories of couples who married in extravagant church ceremonies, only to struggle with constant fights, infidelity, and divorce shortly after. On the other hand, there are inspiring stories of couples who married simply, perhaps at a courthouse or even with just a small gathering, but who built a lasting relationship based on mutual respect, love, and faith in God. Take the story of a humble couple who couldn't afford a wedding, but chose to make a simple vow before God in their small home. Over the years, they faced challenges, financial struggles, and even health crises, but their love endured. They honored their covenant not just before men, but before God Himself, proving that a marriage rooted in faith is far more valuable than one focused on appearances. Marriage is a serious and sacred choice, regardless of where or how it takes place. What truly matters is not the grandeur of the ceremony, but the love, fidelity, and commitment before God. So now I ask you, do you believe civil marriage alone is enough? Or do you think something more is needed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you want God to bless your marriage, type Amen in the comments and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to follow our channel for more reflections that could change your life. God bless your journey in love and faith.